I want to talk about the rise of the women around the world because it's a really interesting topic, and I like to talk about this. Not like a feminist, no, only without equality view. Okay, so only to talk about the rise of the women's and the participate of the different issues in the war. So the first example that I can think right now is the Hillary Clinton. She is a really interesting woman, and she's a really good leader of the women's around the world. She wants to be the first woman president in the United States, and United States is the most important country in the world. So if she win the elections, the president elections, she will do history. Okay, not only in that country, no, in the world, because United States is a important country in the world. Okay, so she will show that it's possible that a woman leader a country like this, like United States. Okay, another important woman nowadays in that country is Michelle Obama. Michelle Obama inspired many women around the world, many women in her country, because she's a really activist first lady. She works all the time, hand by hand, with her husband, and this is the most important. That both are important, like Barack and Michelle. So both are important to lead this country and to help each other to achieve the goal that they want to do. Okay, so we have another examples, like for example, this woman that helped the Pakistani education, but I don't remember very well the name of this woman. But she fight for the rise of the education, and she has different problems with the Taliban government. Okay, so but she fight for this because in that country the rise of the women are really difficult. It's really hard to be something in that country, to be a professional or to have a job. So it's a really good war in that countries. Okay, in those countries. We have another example, the Princess Diana. Diana was a really important person or lady in Wales. So she was a participating and active person to the rise of the children, and she changed the idea of the princess. She came to change the idea for the women's in that country, because she was a really different princess, and she was the first princess that got a divorce. So this is really strange in that country, but was good because the princes, they're women too, and they have rights. If you're not good with somebody, you can get divorced. So this is interesting, and was incredible in the past to make up a step to change the ideas in the like a princess. So in general, the rise of the women are really interesting, and we have to fight for our rights every day in our house, in our classrooms, in our environments, because we're women and we can do whatever we want. Okay, so we can achieve. If we want to be a president, we can do it. If we want to be a really good athlete, we can do it too. So for example, in Mexico, we can find more women participate in the government, in the different occupations in the politics issues, and this is really good. We have different presidents in the small cities, and this is a big step to improve the rights of the women. Okay, so I think the rights of the women is a really constantly fight, and it's a step by step. With the past, many different women fight for this, and now we can fight another new women that fight every day to have more rights and to have equality gender in the world, in our country, and we can do it in our houses. Yeah, to fight for our equality gender, to have the same rights that a men's. Okay, so This is the most important, and that's it. Thank you.